Hey guys, welcome back to Gretchen's Bakery. All week I have been just itching to be able to show you my final project. I've been working on it for the last couple of days, and this is my garden cake. Now, the other day I mixed a recipe for vegan chocolate cake, which is right here. And after I made the video, I said to myself, well, how am I going to decorate this cake in a really unique kind of a way to kind of represent the veganism in this recipe? And I decided to go with the garden cake. Of course, you guys don't have to use a vegan recipe here. You could use the vanilla cake, the red velvet, the carrot cake, like really whatever recipe that you guys love. But I did go ahead and follow through with the vegan theme when it comes to my filling and my icing, and all the decorations are vegan as well. And this isn't my famous Swiss buttercream, of course, because that requires eggs. So I did a sort of like a little bit of a spin off of the Wilton Decorators icing. I found that I really needed an icing that was going to hold up to all of this heavy decoration that we're going to be doing. Now, I used Oreo cookies, which, yay, happen to be vegan, and this is what I'm going to use for the dirt on the top of my cake. So I've gone ahead and crushed up an entire package of Oreos, and that is absolutely the best way to make dirt on top of your cake. So let's get started building the cake. Most recipes that will normally yield 2 8-inch layers, you'll put all the batter into the half sheet pan and you're good to go. Slice this cake in half, right down the center. And I do like to trim off any crusty edges that may have occurred during baking. Now, normally I do work with cakes that are a little bit more frozen than this one, but since I've been talking so much, my cake is rapidly thawing out. I may do a crumb coat, we'll have to see how it goes. The good thing about making a garden cake is that it's supposed to look dirty, right? I'm going to use some chocolate buttercream for the filling, and then I'm going to pile on some crushed Oreos. Fingers crossed there's not a lot of crumbs. It looks like I'm definitely going to have to do a crumb coat for this because I am getting a lot of crumbs coming off the cake because my cake wasn't frozen enough. See guys, there's the proof. Frozen cakes, much easier to ice. All right, into the freezer for about 10 minutes and we'll show those crumbs who's boss. Okay, that's much better. Just about 10 minutes is a perfect amount of time just to make sure that everything gets a little bit more set and it's not slipping and sliding around. And now for the fun part, we can go ahead and get decorating our garden cake. Now I've decided to serve my cake on a wood cutting board because I thought that the whole outdoorsy look of it was kind of a nice touch. So now, in addition to all my cute little veggies that I made, the post for the fence. So it's the same Deco Magic or modeling paste that I used. Or you guys could just use a stick of gum, that would work too. So let's go ahead and get that fence on first. And I have some white buttercream here in my pastry bag, and it's fitted with the number 8 Atico tip. And for the fence part of it, I'm going to just make one line going this way, and another one down here. Who built this fence? The Hack brothers? All the posts are different lengths. So you can see how it really all does start to come together, and we didn't even get to putting the veggies on yet. I have to go ahead and divide up my plots for where my vegetables are going to grow, and I'm going to do that with a number 234 Atico grass tip that I have in my pastry bag. Now I have 5 vegetables: lettuce, carrots, cauliflower, beets, and tomatoes. So I have to make 5 plots for my garden. Whoops, I got a couple of cow patties in there. So I made some buttercream roses, but they're more like heads of lettuce. So if you guys want to check out how to make buttercream roses, it's basically the same idea, but these are my tiny little heads of lettuce to go on my garden cake. I'm just dying to put my basket. I've got to put the basket on first. Now, my tomato vines, I just took some skewers, some wooden skewers. They're not edible, of course, but I wrapped some green modeling chocolate around the stick to represent the vine of the tomato, and then I popped my little tomatoes on with a dab of white chocolate. Switch that tip one more time to a number 2 Atico tip to make the little carrot stems. So what I'm going to do now is really just brighten it up with those sunflowers that I made. And Mr. Bumblebee right in the middle of the garden. So honestly, guys, how cute is this cake? And it was loads of fun to make. It did take several days because I had to make the veggies ahead of time, of course, and the fence, and prepare the recipes. But once you get to putting it all together, it really is a lot of fun. I don't even want to cut it, but I'll cut it. I've changed my mind. I can't cut it, guys. This cake is too cute. I've decided that I'm going to give it away. I'm going to go ahead and give it to my local animal shelter. And I've decided that I'm going to give a donation to Esther the Wonder Pig charity, who I follow on Facebook, and you guys really should go check out her page. This is an amazing story. If you guys are animal lovers, and I'm getting chills because I am, Esther the Wonder Pig has such a great story. These guys are up in Canada, and they have done such an amazing service to saving and rescuing animals. They have created an animal sanctuary farm up there in Canada. So Esther the Wonder Pig and her 2 dads, this cake was for you. Thanks guys for watching. Get all the recipes at GretchensBakery.com, and I'll see you soon.